They just gonna be them regardless. A lot of times it be the ratchets that be like that. And to a certain extent, it is respectable. Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabby. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back, boo. On my channel, I talk about growth, leveling up, peace, happiness. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving y'all 10 things in particular that I am doing to help me come out of my shell and become a more happy and confident person. And I decided I wanted to do this video because I feel like a lot of times we go through things and then people see the aftermath. They see how we glow and how we flaunt and how we are so confident and everything else, but they don't even know what went on the back end. That's pretty much how I live my life. Like, I do what I have to do behind closed doors and then I just pop out. I'm just a low-key type of person. I consider myself a go-getter, okay? So it's very easy for me to get balled up in stress and my thoughts in the future, in the past, to analyzing and all this other stuff, which has really been bogging me down so much. But that's something I didn't really realize about myself until this year. Everything just started piling up on my plate so much. So because of the way I was feeling inside, I knew there were some things that I had to do. So these are some things that I've been working on. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. So first and foremost, the first thing that I'm doing more is reading. I've kind of always been interested in reading, but you know, you get older, you get busy, you get more people in your life, more socialization and all that type of stuff, and I kind of just got away from reading. I've read 2 books in September. For you active readers out there, that might not seem like much, but honey, I am very proud of myself because I'm like, yes, girl, you did that. I have these little tabs that I like to tab the pages so that I can refer back to the parts of the book that drew me in the most or that I really learned a lesson from. My next book I'm going to be reading is called Daring Greatly, and it's just about the true power of being vulnerable. So yeah, reading for sure. Oh yes, and the Bible. And my Promise Bible, can't forget those. The second thing I've been doing, which I think a lot of us need to do, is to stop caring so much about what other people think. And you know what the crazy thing is? I think sometimes people might not even be thinking about me like that or really even care, but it's just something in my head that's just making me think that people care what I'm doing or they care about what I got going on. After a couple of years of really analyzing myself, I realized that I feel that way because when I was young, I was always the smart one, the quiet one, the good one. I just get so much attention from that, and it's not even like I necessarily wanted that attention. I think over the years it just put so much pressure on me to do well, but just all that pressure I got on myself from when I was a kid constantly makes me feel like people are looking at me or people are thinking about what I'm doing. It really causes me friction within myself to really be myself and really to walk in my own skin and do what I want to do and wear what I want to wear, because I'm constantly thinking about everybody else around me and what people might say or what people might think. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. A lot of people don't care. The next thing kind of links with this last one is just to not be so critical of myself. I'm always thinking, man, I should have did this or I should have did that, or that don't look good, or just something. People that are still trying to pull it together like me, we are our biggest critics, and I'm constantly reminding myself, like, Gabby, you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect, and I'm really trying to accept myself for who I am, things that I'm insecure about. I'm trying to be more whole and self-centered with myself and stop being so critical of every little thing about me. Even when I do something wrong, I just beat myself up so bad and I feel so bad, and that guilt just follows me. It's so tiring when you constantly feeling like that on yourself. I heard Dr. Joe Dispenza, he talks about the brain a lot, and he was just saying how our body gets addicted to these negative feelings and these negative emotions because we've been doing it so long. If I do anything that isn't up to the standard of what I feel like I should be up to, I feel so bad about it, and it will last for days. Sometimes I'll think back like weeks ago and I just get this shuddering feeling inside and I just feel the guilt all over again, and I just got sick of it. I'm a human being. Next thing I've been working on is really personal, and that's just becoming a better speaker. Y'all don't know what be going behind the scenes when I be editing these videos.
In the beginning I was like, okay, it's cool, ha.
But I really want to be a better speaker so that I can be a better speaker personally for myself and for my channel, and for my future. I feel like that'll boost my confidence because I know if I'm a strong speaker, I'll feel prepared to speak in any situation. And I want to know that. I want to feel that. So I feel like it doesn't matter who I'm around, what type of people I'm around. As long as I'm in the room, you're not going to intimidate me because I feel like I'm full enough of myself. I love myself enough. I'm confident enough of myself to feel like I belong in this room. I can speak back to you with eloquence and confidence. I think that's so dope. I don't think I'm a horrible speaker. It's just that I'm not used to talking so much. I usually talk just in my circle of people or within myself. Another thing that I'm doing is learning to say no. I'm a nice person. I'm a really nice person, which probably for sure has something to do with how I got scammed out of $3,000 when I was in Atlanta. So this is something I already knew about myself, and it's okay to be nice, but I'm extremely nice. And as I've gotten older, it's something that I've kind of detested about myself, but it's almost like I just can't help it. And when I got scammed, it really flicked a light on for me because it showed me there's people out there who will appreciate you for who you are and how you are, but there's other people out there who will take advantage of you and take you for everything you have if you let them. And I really felt some type of way about myself. Boundaries, yo, they are a requirement. It's okay to be a nice person. It's okay to be a loving, sweet person, but you still gotta know when to push the brakes. The next thing is caring more about how I carry myself. I don't go out the house looking a mess, like looking a hot mess, but I will just slip on something real quick just to go to the store.
No ma'am. No ma'am.
Where I'm going in life, I really don't want to do that anymore. I want to feel good and I want to look good too. I really want to make sure while I'm in a routine where I'm moisturizing my skin and making sure my hair looks well and putting on some lip gloss so my lips don't look crusty and all that little stuff. Just caring more about how I look, especially when I'm walking out the house. I'm grown. I can't just be out there looking any kind of way. Those days are done. This I touched on a little bit in the beginning, but managing my stress. I am a very hardworking, determined individual. Once I feel like I want to do something, I'm going to do it. That can be great, but sometimes it can hurt me because even if I'm not all the way properly prepared, you know, some people are very meticulous. They collect all this data, they do all this analyzing, they got all the notes, they got everything they need, and they're gonna slow and steady get to that point where they're ready to go. I'm gonna do some research over here, do some research over here, take some notes, boom, let's go. If I crash and burn, then I go back like, okay, what happened? What did I miss? I just get what I need. That's enough for me to get started and I go. I put too many things on my to-do list sometimes. Like, Gabby, you should know you wasn't going to get the house clean and your daughter's hair done and your hair washed and the YouTube video all done in one night. That's not realistic. I'm learning to manage my stress, and by that, not putting so much on myself. My mom used to come in my room.
Gabby, you need to take a break.
She would have to tell me to take a break from my homework, and I would just be like, Mom, I'm almost done. Once I'm in it, I want to get it done. The way that I handle things really causes so much stress in my life. I like things to be a particular way, and when they're not that way, they aggravate me and everything just builds up and I get stressed. So that's one thing that's been big for me, is realizing the things that make me stressed and then understanding why I get to a stressful level. Sometimes it's just because I'm being extra. Sometimes it's because I'm putting too much on myself and I'm putting too much on other people. I feel like I can actually breathe now. Before, I felt like I was suffocating in my own life, and I was doing that to myself. The next thing I am doing to come out of my shell and be more confident and be happy is pray and affirm. I thank God every day. Every morning when I wake up, I have to thank God for my life and my families and my loved ones. You never know. You never know. I do like to start my mornings praying because it just starts my mind off right. I noticed if I get up in the morning and I just jump straight into the day, I always get an attitude in the morning. My daughter moves so slow and we have the same routine every morning, but sometimes she just moves so freaking slow and it aggravates me because I don't understand what the problem is. We do the same thing every day and she still moves like a snail. So sometimes it makes me very angry. Well, a lot of times it makes me very angry. So when I get up and I pray and I affirm today will be a great day. I'm a wonderful mother. My daughter is blessed. I will not allow my attitude to get the best of me today. It really does something. It settles in my soul and creates a better atmosphere for myself, because most times she doesn't even do anything differently. She'll still move slow as heck, but because I did what I needed to do within myself and with God, my spirit is different. So I'm able to handle that situation differently. If I just wake up and I've been up for 10 minutes and I deal with that BS, I'm gonna be pissed off. But if I have time to put some goodness and some positivity within myself, I'll be able to handle it better. Major key, darling, major key. 2 more things for you, which the last one kind of leads into the next one, which is to control my emotions. Baby, I can be pretty emotional, and that doesn't necessarily mean sad.
Okay.
I get aggravated, and I got to a point where I was tired of getting aggravated. I was tired of feeling stressed. I was tired of being mad. I needed to work on my emotions so that I wouldn't allow certain things and certain people to always pull me from my center, because if I'm constantly reacting to the world around me, I'm always going to be mad. If I'm not able to control what's going on within me and what I am going to respond to and react to, I'm never going to be happy. There's always going to be something going on out there, and no matter who it is, somebody's always going to be doing something that you think is wrong. So I can't allow outside sources to constantly break in and control how I'm feeling. And this one leads into the last one, which is to not take everything so personally. Even if I'm not outwardly emotional, I'll feel some way inside. So if somebody does something or says something that makes me feel some type of way, I really be feeling some type of way. And in my mind, I be analyzing, breaking down, computing it. I don't consider myself an overthinker, but I do like to analyze things. And I will break something down to the T. But I've learned that a lot of times if somebody says something that's offensive or judgmental or something like that, most of the time it's not even about you. It's something that they have going on within themselves that is making them feel the way they feel and express the things they express and do the things that they do. I've just been learning not to respond or react or really feel so personally about what other people say, whether that's about me or not. It's just peacefully, oh, okay. Have a good day. I don't care. These are 10 things that I have been doing that have been totally changing my life. It seems like a lot. Some things that would take months for you to start feeling change or seeing change, but it really doesn't. I've been making the most stride with all 10 of these things in the last, I would say for sure in the last 30 days. Just because somebody is beautiful on the outside, that doesn't mean that's how they are on the inside. It's all about how you feel inside and what you're doing to take care of yourself. I just know I want to be happy. I want to be confident. You know, you see those people out there who don't take no mess. They just gonna be them regardless. A lot of times it be the ratchets that be like that. And to a certain extent it is respectable because they are themselves and they don't really care about whatever else. They gonna do them regardless. Do you, boo? Do you? I got respect for you. These would be the 10 major things that I'm doing right now. I just want to center myself, center my life, and I just want to allow more love in, more peace in, more happiness. Because when you go through a certain amount of stuff in life, you get to a point where you just fed up. And I just been fed up. I'm ready to release and receive. Okay? Release and receive. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Either way, honey, I got more content for you coming. And until next time, and peace and love, I'm out.